Hey, Schuyler here. Today I wanted to run you through a demo of our clinic account. When you log into your clinic, you're going to show up here in the dashboard. This is where you can access all of the settings and see your patients who have checked into your waiting room. Every provider that signs up gets a waiting room link. Mine is yourclinic.doxy.me/my name, Schuyler. All I need to do is get this to my patients. From here, I have the option to send out an email, create a calendar event, or send a text message. The text message invites are great because the patients can get a text right to their phone, click on the link, and then check in to your patient queue. Doxy.me is going to work across most devices that have a camera and microphone. All that's needed is a Chrome, Firefox, Safari, Microsoft Edge, or Samsung Internet browser, and a camera and microphone. Alright, so let's see what that patient check-in process looks like. So patients will get this link and put it into their web browser. They're going to show up here to the check-in screen where they need to enter their name and normally give access to the camera. So here's an example of my waiting room. Here you can customize it with text, images, and video, whatever you want the patient to see before the call starts. What's great about the Doxy.me platform is that there's no downloads. It's going to work right through the web browser, even on a smartphone. So no downloads, no plugins, no registration for the patients. They just get a link, they click on it, and they check in. When patients check in, they're going to show up in your patient queue. If you have notifications enabled, you can receive a desktop, email, or text alert that someone has checked in. In the queue, you're going to see how long people have been waiting and what room they're checked into. So I can see patient 1 is checked into my personal waiting room /Schuyler, and I can see patient 2 is checked into a different waiting room that I have access to called intake. If we click on the 3 dots, we'll be able to see where patients are calling from, if their camera and microphone are working, how their internet connection is, what browser they're using. To start the call, you just hover over their name and click Start Call. If we click on the 3 dots again here and we go over to More, there's a few features that we can use while they're in the waiting room or while on a call. Teleconsent is going to let us review and go over a consent form with our patients. So we can highlight things, explain it, and then down at the bottom we can get digital signatures from both parties. Once this is signed by the provider and the patient, you'll be able to finalize the document, save it as a PDF to your computer. We're also able to send files back and forth. So if you want a secure way to send documents to your patient or have them upload a document to you, you're going to be able to do that from here. And then finally, we have the payments feature. So you would just click this, enter in the amount to charge, and then the patient will get a pop-up to enter in their credit card information and accept the charge here. Payments are done through Stripe, and so you just need to create a Stripe account, link it up in the settings, and then you'll be able to start taking credit card payments. Stripe charges at 2.9% and 30 cents per transaction. If you click on Account Settings and then go over to the BAA tab, this is where you can fill out the Business Associates Agreement. Now it's important if you're a part of a group that you fill out a clinic BAA, because this will cover all the providers in your organization that are using Doxy.me. So we also use a 128-bit encrypted connection for the calls, so everything being transmitted is secure, and we don't store any patient health information. Notifications are awesome. So I really like using the text notifications, so I don't have to stay logged in. I can just wait till I get a text to my phone, then log into my account and start a call with the patient. In the clinic settings, this is where you'll be able to manage your providers. So you'll have a list of them in here, and then with the manage account, you're able to see their meeting history, update settings for them. When you're ready to add on more providers, you just click Add Users here, enter their email, and then send out an invite. The shared room is a great feature. So normally each provider has their own virtual waiting room, like mine here, yourclinic.doxy.me/Schuyler. And then I've also created a shared room called yourclinic.doxy.me/intake. So what I can do with this room is send patients there that maybe need to get paperwork done, like get signatures, process a payment before they can be seen by a provider. And so what I can do is I can click on manage and see a list of my providers. And so I've assigned Dylan, Rick, Brandon, and Courtney access to this room. So what that means is they'll all be able to see patients that check into this room, and then any one of them could go in and start a call with a patient. So you could have 4 patients checked in, and then 4 providers with access to that room. They're all going to be able to have calls simultaneously with the shared rooms. So I've seen a lot of urgent care clinics use the shared rooms and let patients know about that link, and then patients will just check in whenever they need, and then they have a number of providers standing by. Or in this case, use it more of like an intake room where patients can go there for the first visit, and then you can give assistants or whoever else access to that room just to help those patients out and get them taken care of. Down here we have the toggle features section. So this is where you're going to be able to turn features on and off with what providers have access to. Here we have some of the additional extensions that come with the clinic account. Photo capture is just that. It's going to let you get a picture of the patient if they have a scar or a rash that you want to check up on. A lot of groups will use it to get a picture of the patient's ID or insurance card. With group calling, you can have 5 locations on a call, including yourself. We're also beta testing a 10-way call, so if you wanted to try that out, just let us know and we can activate that for your clinic account. Screen sharing is going to let you show just what's on your screen or monitor, and you can also have the patient share their screen to you as well. The clinic account comes branded, so it'll come with your logos and colors across it to match your website and match your brand. You'll also get a landing page. So this is an example. This is Medical University of South Carolina. And so you'll have the background image, logo, and then there'll be a drop-down list with all the providers that are on that account. Down here at the bottom right, we have the help button. So here's where you can access support. You can give us a phone call or a live chat with our support team. We have the meeting history on the left-hand side. So this is where you'll be able to see the date of the call, start time, end time, and duration. Okay, so let's go over some of the exclusive clinic features. The clinic is going to be the best account for groups. So it's going to give you the admin controls, so you can add and remove providers as needed. You can set it up for them. You can view their meeting history, change their settings. The clinic is going to have the branding, which is usually a big deal for a lot of groups. You want to have your logos, your colors on the platform. It's going to make it look like it's your platform and just give it that professional and familiar feel for patients. Teleconsent is another big one. So this is just on the clinic plan. We include a general consent form with the clinic account. And then if you want custom forms, it's a one-time $250 charge, and you can add up to 5 custom documents on the account. You're also going to get a dedicated account rep, so they can help you out, answer any questions, and help you get set up. And you also have a support line with through the phone, and also a live chat support that your providers can use to help them get set up or help patients if they're having trouble connecting. The shared rooms is another feature that's going to allow you to have a single waiting room that can be used by multiple providers. And so it just makes it easier because you're sending out one link as opposed to sending out multiple links for different providers. And then you could also have like an assistant or an admin monitor the waiting room and then assist patients if they check in early or if you need to get any documents signed or receive payments. All right, so let's go through the steps of how to upgrade to the clinic account. The first step, if you haven't already, is to create a free account. So just click sign up for free and that you're a provider. And then just fill out the information here. The room name isn't that important because once you set up the clinic account, you're going to get a new link to share with patients. Once you sign up, you're going to go to the dashboard of your free account. On the left-hand side, there's going to be the upgrade button. So you're going to click here, and then you're going to go over to Clinic and upgrade to Clinic. So the pricing is $50 a month per provider. At 6 to 10 providers, there's a 10% discount. And then at 11 providers or more, we do a 20% discount. If you choose the annual subscription, there's a $96 savings per license with that. And then there's also a one-time $300 setup fee, and that's going to be for the branding, getting the logo and the account set up. We do a 50% discount for nonprofits and if you're using Doxy.me for educational purposes. So reach out to sales@Doxy.me and we can get you that coupon. After the payment goes through, you're going to go to the clinic setup. So the organization name is really just for our record so that we can find your account. And then it's going to let you create this subdomain. So the subdomain is going to be the URL link that goes out to patients. So with this one here, it would be clinic1.doxy.me, and then each provider would have their own room name. So I would just use my name Schuyler or do something generic like waiting room 1, waiting room 2, and that would be the link I would send out. Congratulations, you set up your clinic account. It's that easy. Check your email and we'll send you over the instructions with what we need to brand the account. So the logos, color choices, and we'll have that up in 24 hours. Let's go through now and add on a second provider. So you'll click on account settings and then go over to clinic settings. Click expand next to manage users. Since I only sign up with one license, I need to increase my limit. And then this is based off the total number of users. So I have 1. If I want to add 1 more, I do a total of 2. And then click update users. Just need to expand manage users. Click add users. So I'll put in the provider's email, fill out the room name if I want to, or I can let them do that when they set it up. And then just click add users and it'll send them an invite. In less than 15 minutes, we showed how Doxy.me works, how you can connect with the patient, what comes with the clinic account, some of the features and advantages of having that for a group, and how to set up a clinic account and get started. So that's the main thing we're trying to do here at Doxy.me is just simplify telemedicine. Your patients shouldn't have to register for an account to see you. They shouldn't have to download programs or download apps. Just send them a link. Just text them a link and make the whole process easy for them so that they'll love it and want to come back and keep doing it. Thanks. Bye.